If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just speak love and watch the smiles come, bring my spirits up. There's some shit I like to fix, but I still know that I'm blessed.
So in this case, the theme is about the artist wanting to be able to be heard when they're using their instrument, and it's using the acoustic guitar as an example. And so, first of all, if you look at the wall, you'll see little numbers under each one. So if you touch the touch screen under artifacts, you'll see a grid of numbers. If you touch one of them, it'll give you the description of what you're looking at.
Cool.
So the two in the middle, number 9 there, is an 1890s style parlor guitar. So parlor guitars were very typical of the time period. They're small, dainty, and lovely to listen to. However, if you're a guitarist, they're not very loud. And in the 1890s, the music, popular music, started to change a lot. The advent of marching bands, the advent of a more upbeat style of music in a lot of cases. And you couldn't play a parlor guitar next to a piano or a horn and be heard. And so the artists wanted the guitar to be louder. But a guitar is just a wooden box. And it's got strings, which used to be gut strings. But they switched to steel strings when steel wire was developed during the 1800s. By the late 1800s, they were stringing musical instruments with steel string. Puts a lot more tension on that wooden box. So if you want to make that louder, you have to make a bigger box. But now you're taking relatively delicate woods, making it bigger, and you still have all this force from the steel strings. Makes them very fragile. So the manufacturers had to figure out, how do we make it bigger so we have a bigger soundboard and project more volume out of it without it collapsing because of the tension? So it becomes a mechanical engineering problem to make it. So different manufacturers approached it differently. Flat tops are made a little differently than the arch tops. 2 different ways of making a bigger box with bracing inside and with the shape being different, in this case, for the Gibson versus the Martin. In the 20th century, experimenting with newer materials like the resonator there, which is a nickel body with metal plates inside that resonate as you strum and project the sound out.
True.
Sounds different from a wooden acoustic guitar, but it is louder. So if you want to hear some of these things, you can touch, watch, and listen. And you can check out videos of different instruments that are similar to these. So for example, if you're interested in the harp guitar over there, which was popular in the 1890s to the 1920s, went out of style, but's come back again in the 1980s. You can play this video by touching it. So she plays here once in a while. So she's got extra bass strings and extra treble strings, which she will occasionally pluck with her thumb as she's playing the guitar. There's one of these right around the corner in our first sit and play area that you can pick up and play.
Cool.
So how many strings total is her guitar there?
About 18, but she has other guitars that I've seen up to about 24 with more than one rank of treble strings.
Wow.
She has a lot of different guitars. So if you get tired of watching this one, just touch it and you can play another one.
Cool.
There's also manufacturers' videos showing you how different manufacturers make different things. So the Martin Guitar Company, you see them placing the bracing on the inside of the flat top guitar. And they have to place it in such a way that it doesn't dampen the vibration, but it stiffens it. So that was the art that they developed in the 1800s, to be able to make the guitar larger and louder without dampening the oscillation of the top. So again, if you want to watch something different, just touch it. There's also Voices of Industry, so if you want to hear somebody talking about the business, you can do that too.
Cool, all right.
So every station is set up the same way with a theme.
Okay.
And this one is sort of a continuation of the guitar, going from wanting to be louder for the acoustic guitar to the development of amplification in the 1920s and the subsequent development of the electric guitar, and how that changed music itself once it was fully developed in the 1950s. So the other exhibits are different. This one is about the immigrant story, about how people who were immigrating here from other countries brought with them instruments they could carry, and how those instruments changed once they got here to fit the market of the people who lived here. So as you go through the museum, each of these will be set up the same way, and there are 4 sit and play areas. So the first one I just mentioned is just around the corner with a variety of stringed instruments. The second one has a hammered dulcimer and a couple of instruments maybe you haven't seen before. The third one has some electronic instruments, a DJ station, a theremin, a couple of synthesizers. And the fourth one has a fully interactive studio with guitars, a drum set, a keyboard, lots of different things to try.
So we practice until we get to the end, and then we can make a
Then you can jam out.
beautiful music. Okay.
Alrighty, so
Thank you so much.
take off on your own. We'll be around if you have any questions.
Thank you.
All right.
And restrooms are in the lobby.
Okay, thank
So
you.
the place goes in a circle. You can just go back and forth and wander around. Okay, so where it takes you.
Thank you.
A terrible chord to end on.
Look at all these.
We got our mix masters here.
Oh, it does. Wow.
I just made that.
That's your new beat.
Damn, the bass and everything.
Yeah, I just turned everything up, so.
Mix master. Masters. The Beatles. Love, love me do. I'll always be true.
So an homage, kind of an immersive moment. Not a story that they have to sit and gather, but they can enjoy it for as long as they care to before launching into the next round. All right?
That's so pretty. Look at that chest. Wow, that's like a... Okay, I guess the sound stage is next. It has all the instruments and everything. Get some shots from the back here.
Electric guitars over here.
All right.
Everybody ready?
Everybody ready?
Oh wait, I got it.
Electric. Are they on, baby?
Yeah, it's electric.
The drums over there. Oh, it's a bongo.
Djembe. Oh, cajon.
Oh, those are cool. Bobby likes those.
I have a cajon.
Do you?
Cool.
Yeah,
good
someone
friend.
gave it to me.
If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just be love and watch the smiles come.
Thanks for watching.
Bring my spirits up.
Don't forget to stop and smell the flowers.
There's some shit I like to fix, but I still